Did you? No.
Yep, there it goes.
Okay, there. Yeah.
Alright, welcome to our first commentary on the noobs trying to learn how to play bras in a game that we suck. Hey, we got an achievement. Play replay. I didn't know that existed.
Cool.
I guess I already had it and you didn't because you're a noob and you don't watch your replays and you don't learn from your mistakes.
I've seen several replays.
Yeah, of mine.
Of my own, too.
Alright, so this is us fighting a mirror team. Protoss Terran versus Protoss Terran.
A fine example of an SCV rush for the win.
It is Oltum in red and Sherlock in blue. This will be posted on Sherlock's website. We're playing against, let's see, Relay in Bronx Bomber. Bronx Bomber is a silver player. Slummit with Relay, I assume with his friend, who is a bronze player like us. Still probably learning the game.
Well, I should have this mastered by now. Been playing for, what, a week?
Yeah, they're walling a lot better than us, and we'll learn later on that wall was a bit hard to get through, but we managed to pierce it with a Falcon Punch. Nah, we didn't Falcon Punch. Alright, Chrono boosting out some probes. Brandon's falling behind an SCV count already, because his command center sitting there with 170 minerals and nothing building.
I was saving up for something.
Yeah, barracks, and after you started building barracks, you still had 60 minerals, so that SCV could have been building the whole time.
I don't know.
Learn your build order. In comes a gateway. Same time, barracks are being built. Other Protoss has not built the gateway yet. That puts them very, very far behind. They went 13 probe, then assimilator with no gateway. That will put them behind in the unit count, unless they're fast expanding, which they're not. Let's put some unit production up here. The SCVs are pretty even, except for Brandon, who's a couple behind.
I'm only one behind.
Two, technically.
Two behind you, but
Well, yes, it's Terran. You should probably be one ahead of me, because you have the extra supply. Me. See what's the other gas? They just now have a gateway going up. Brandon's building his second barracks. Relay, other Terran players on theirs. Standard 4-gate opening for me. Brandon's doing whatever he thinks is right, which I believe is producing Marauders and Marines. Two SCVs sitting there doing nothing. Nope, there goes one of them at least. No scouting, because scouting is pro, and we are not pro. Also in bronze against Protoss Terran, there wasn't much surprise there to be held.
I had an idea where they were at.
Warp in, forge, try to get some upgrades. Upgrades really do make the difference between winning and losing.
I had the tech lab going, and I think that was my armory that I just started over there when we moved away.
Engineering bay, because you're a noob.
Okay,
there it goes. So he's about 3 SCVs short of cap. I'm already there. Do I stop unit production? I do. Pushing out the warp cores, pushing out the zealots. At this point, we're pretty much in tow. He's pushing out his warp core research. He's about 30 seconds behind me.
Ooh, Marauders!
Here come my extra gateways, because I'm doing a 4-gate push, which I suck at, but it worked this time.
That Marauder's all mine.
Here's a mistake I made. I have a forge, but I'm not doing any upgrades. Why build a forge if you're not going to upgrade right away? So I have to waste chrono boost in getting it done in order to get my timing attack at 7 minutes. Some more about us. This is our first commentary. Just trying out the software.
I didn't build any wraiths this game.
They're banshees, you dumb fuck. I probably shouldn't swear in case my kids watch this, but
if
whatever.
we really want, we can censor it.
I'm not terribly concerned. All right, I got my 4 gateways out, pushing out the attack upgrade, warping in units as fast as I can. At this point, I'm yelling at Brandon, get more units out, I want to go attack, get more units out, I want to go attack. And he's like, whatever, I'm going to build a factory, because I produce nothing in my factory, so it seemed like a good build idea. He's still 4 SCVs shorter than he needs to be, so remember that for next battle. You got 20 is the magic number.
Is there a way I could like show how many I have up there?
If you do this, you should have 2 rows plus 2.
Okay, good
That's how you do. Boom, 2 rows plus 2.
That'll work.
That's a good rule of thumb. Now, if you're going to expand, you want to have 3 rows as you're expanding.
So that way it doesn't hurt when I move a bunch over there right away. Yeah.
This way it becomes efficient because 2 on each one is saturated.
Yeah.
And 2 on each one is optimal. And optimal is leech strats. Alright, at this point we're going to watch Brandon make a huge folly because I did not have control of his units yet, and my units will get raped by the enemy.
I'm too awesome to micromanage my units.
They smartly take the Neltaga, and with half the amount of forces, they will flank me on the side, unprepared, no shields, and I'll get raped. Good step back. Do you step back by them? You do. Sweet.
Yeah. I had step back, concussive shot. Doing my own thing.
We're recording now.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's Brandon's units up here, splitting our army, but he's not paying attention.
I was killing things.
Watching us get owned. He takes his units, runs them up a walled ramp. Very pro, very pro.
Thank you. I tried.
Luckily, our economy's in better shape than theirs, though they went to the expand first. And we start to mass produce units. Brandon's still short on SCVs. I'm short on supply depots. At this point, we realize he sucks at combat and he can give me control of his units. So he does, so I can control all the microing and he can work on
strats, yo.
he can work on base management because he's incompetent.
I wouldn't word it that way.
I would. Kevin would.
Probably everyone other than me would, but
yeah.
I wouldn't word it that way.
For some reason, the enemy takes this opportunity to not build anything. After destroying our army, they don't counterattack. They expand and then just sit. With a huge surplus of resources, they're not warping in units, their forge is not researching, and they're trying to rush out Blink. Blink on this map, while it's nice, I mean, you should have already been researching it, and the forge is much more important than Blink, in my opinion. But then again, I'm bronze, so what the hell do I know?
I concur with your assessment.
We had a little attack down here. They just had a pylon in our natural. Went and wiped that out. He warped in a few stalkers. Waste of resources. Don't warp in stalkers if they can't even take down a single unit. You're just wasting your money, especially against my shields. He's finally warping in more units because he spied that we amassed a new army.
I bet that really caught them off guard. Wait, they can build units too? Oh.
I'm not sure what his plan was here with this factory. I think he was trying to proxy it down by our base and build I don't know what, maybe Hellions, but it's a little late in the game for that. It's the 11-minute mark.
Yeah, and Hellions would have been a really poor choice for something like that since they move so fast.
I just don't see why he's doing the whole factory move, but he's about to lose it here.
Perhaps he can only count a potato.
He can only count a potato, which means he must lose his factory as punishment and waste all those resources in time building.
Yeah, that was...
I don't even know what he was trying to accomplish, though Bronx did go for a third base. Only holding 8 stalkers and knowing we have a mass army, that's a mistake, because his marine buddy does not have nearly enough. So I'll shield up, trying to learn how to stem pack, because I just gained control and I don't know how to use Terran yet. Ooh, I leave half the army behind. Talk about dumb play.
Stem pack's pretty awesome.
Stem pack plus shield equals win. Marauders
that's pretty sick,
yeah. Slow. Target down the stalkers, he blinks around like a U. He focuses my stalkers instead of the marauders, which is a mistake. I'm not sure why I went to the wall there when I know he has expansions. I don't bother stem packing here because he only had 4 units and I wasn't going to waste the health. My goal at this point is just to take down this base, slow the resources. Brandon's in charge of microing in more units. I see as I'm warping in, we still have another mini army for reinforcements.
Yeah, I was working on my expansion too, I think.
He worked on expansion. He probably should have focused a little bit. Actually, he's spending his resources pretty well. This is where the lack of SCVs. Yeah. If you're going to, there's no point in splitting your SCVs if you're under saturation.
Yeah.
Learned that from D Apollo, which will try to mimic his style. So props to Apollo.
Yeah, I was running into resource shortage, so I wasn't able to quite do everything I wanted, but I was trying to juggle as best I could, so that helped.
But yeah, you got the mules out. Mules are helpful.
Yeah. spamming meals.
At that point, I figured they went to the other. I don't know if you want to call it the other team's natural, because it's the worst protection. It's the worst one to protect. I know they're trapped in their base and they're running low on resources, so I go up there and I just take out the little side bases. I didn't know about this one right here, but he stupidly doesn't send any of his probes. He should have taken his probes from this base, and he saw that I was attacking. He should have retreated them. Here, he tries to do some really piss-poor macro, attacks with about the same number of stalkers as I has. It takes out almost nothing. There's some more piss-poor macro on my part, too. I was just waiting for my two armies to meet up, and now here we go for the wall break. So I go for the shield stim pack again. I probably should have moved the zealots in front more than I did, but the marauders in the back, and that's what I was happy with. I wanted to keep those alive, because they melt shields. And then stim pack it up. Try to get them up the ramp much as I can, get some view, take down what I can. Break a hole! Enemy has... he has 2 attack upgrades, but no defense. And the Terran army only has 1 armor. This is yet again another example where upgrades make all the difference. Brandon's at 1-1, and my units are at 1-1 as well. At this point, his
I didn't
units
get around
melt my stalkers,
but I would have had them much if the game would have went much longer.
Yeah.
It was something I was paying attention to, trying to get ready for.
He desperately tries to warp it in more stalkers than that, but it just doesn't matter. Marauders turn toss to goo, as the song says. Send in reinforcements just in the off chance they have a hidden army somewhere. Brandon's muling up with his no SCVs. During my attack, they sent in... He drop shipped in
both those should have 5 building, I think.
Yeah, but yeah, they drop shipped in like 10 Marines and caught this guy with his pants down. If they would have hit me, they would have done the same, because I forgot to build my photon cannon. That's what this guy sitting here is supposed to be doing.
Pants are too constricting.
So he GG's, so I move over to purple, take out his probes, workers, take out his pylons. It's over at this point. Wish he would have GG'd a little earlier. He did. For some reason, StarCraft's been lagging once both enemies leave. It usually has to play out for another 30 seconds. So I figured, why not get some more destruction in? Here are my stalkers blocking the Marines. I'm getting up the ramp like a pro. Can't let the Terrans get any credit here. Well, maybe he didn't leave, because someone's still controlling these little drop ships. I'm not sure what he's holding on to. I guess he was hoping to get...
I think I only saw the one lead.
I mean, really, at this point, he doesn't stand even a snowball's
base is completely wrecked.
But that's a bronze player, not wanting to leave, with the game obviously over.
Oh, nice high horse.
Horse, my horse. Let's speed this up. Just random destruction, trying to convince him that he's done. And there he goes, finally. GG. I believe our first win of the morning, because we learned that you can't micro to save your life, and then I should do all the microing. For some reason, I sent in an army of probes, because that is elite skills right there.
Woo, probe rush.
Now I know for a fact he's left, yet the game's still not ending.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a running glitch there. Hopefully Blizzard fixes that.
Huzzah.
Alright.